The following program is a special presentation of the Big Ten Network, produced in association with the University of Illinois.
Hail to the orange, hail to the blue. Hail alma mater.
It's something you have to experience and you cannot describe to anyone else.
I was shaking, like I was trying to play it, but I couldn't. I was so nervous.
It is an unforgettable experience. Just running in front of all that orange, especially the crowd, is just an amazing feeling. There's nothing like it.
When you know that you're going to be performing in front of 60,000 people on a Saturday, if that doesn't get your blood flowing, then I'm not sure what will.
Here we go, band. Ready? 100. Help each other out. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
This is the 100th homecoming. That's more than anybody else in the country.
What it means for us is we're putting a special show together for that. We're sort of looking at homecoming through the past 100 years.
We've treated it as a history of the Marching Illini from the different eras, dating back to Harding, who was our first director of bands.
So we'll have the largest alumni band we've ever had. We'll have over 400 alumni in the band on Saturday afternoon. And this will be the first time ever that we're going to combine the entire halftime show. The entire halftime show will be a combined effort of the Marching Illini and the alumni band. So look for over 700 people on the field on Saturday afternoon. How that all is going to work, not real sure, but we're working on it, as you can see today.
Yeah, 700 people, it's pushing the limit to too many. The fire marshal might need to come out and say something about that.
300 people in a marching band is a huge deal to me, but I mean, 700 on one field, I've never even conceived it.
Band, 10, hut! Go! Who's got the best band in the land? Band dismissed!
The main area where we try to improve is band camp. That's a big part of how we start the season.
We start usually the Tuesday, the week before classes start, and it goes until the classes start the first day of school.
When we get to band camp, we have everything ready, so it's a quick process. We do uniforms, instrument checkouts, we do memorization tests for all the traditional music the students should know. It's just a very straight down the line kind of thing for when they get here.
Band camp is that time where everybody starts with the basics and then we build it up from there. The same way you build a building. You don't start with putting pictures on the wall, you start with a foundation.
For those who play instruments, they have to have some type of experience on the instrument, but we don't require any type of marching experience for when they come in.
When we bring in people as freshmen, they can come from many different marching backgrounds, but also we want to make sure that we train them to do the Marching Illini way.
And we go over just the basics of marching, and gradually we bring in our instruments and then start to play a scale with it, and by the end of the week, we're marching pregame. A lot of it is covering the basics and the fundamentals, which really are what the band is founded on, because if we don't have good fundamentals, then nothing's going to look good. You know, it doesn't matter how well we hit the forms.
That's a big part of how we start the season.
They create a bond between themselves, and they become this group that we know as the Marching Illini.
You're spending lots and lots of hours with your section. This is extremely important because you're going to be spending the next several months with them.
When you're spending 12 hours a day together, you have no other choice but to, you know, just have this connection.
The energy is really exciting. It's like having 300 other roommates all of a sudden, where you do 12 hours a day, where you really do life together for one full week.
It just brings us together, and we're all there for the same reason, to create this band.
And I think that's what made it more bearable to stand the heat and to be outside all day long.
Get some interesting sunburns.
It was intense. I thought I would come from North Carolina and it would be cooler and less humid, but it was hot and humid, so I felt at home pretty much.
It's sort of a magical time with the band.
With a lot of home games this year, it's very pivotal that that week is successful, because the entire season depends on the quality of instruction and the quality of learning during that week.
At the beginning of the season, we get the band and the team together. It's just a quick huddle session. We play some tunes while they're doing some drills in the stadium. We bring the two groups together.
1, 2, 3!
It's like music rehearsal, it really does. They're in the public, they're outside, they're in uniforms, and it feels more like almost a game in a way.
But we're there for the team, and we consider ourselves part of that team. If we're the 12th man, or whatever you want to call us, but win or lose, we are there with that team.
Game time is going to be beautiful. Right now it's awful.
Any marching band director are some of the best weathermen there are. We can look at a radar form and we can tell you if we're going to get hit by it, when we're going to get hit by it. We watch it constantly.
Well, when I got up and looked at the radar at 5 this morning, I'm going, well, it's going to hit us, and it did.
This is the Big Ten opener against Ohio State. We're very excited about it.
I think it had rained quite a bit that week, so we didn't have a chance to rehearse as much as we typically do.
We just disappeared into the bowels of the stadium and away from the storm.
And so we're sort of all waiting there on pins and needles. Are we going to get a chance to run this? Are we not going to get a chance to run this? Because again, it's Ohio State. We want to put on our best.
As the storm passed, the rain let up. It was still raining, but it was much lighter.
The weather's not too great, but we're going to practice, so.
We're going to run through the halftime. We're going to run straight through the pregame and call it good, because we want to keep the students and the uniforms and the instruments as dry as possible.
We're going to be doing pregame, so we'll be up here. Hopefully we won't hurt ourselves.
The drum majors, we tried to spin our maces. It was so slippery. You know, our gloves were all wet. Our maces got stuck in the poncho. And they're pointy. They'll give you a hole in anything. Cold, everyone was grumpy, but we still had to maintain the smile on our faces and just bear with it.
That's Illinois, like the state of Illinois. It's what happens. Weather changes in a second. We're not going to let the rain affect what we do. It's just rain.